I mean, what is there to say about a drive? You know, they're everywhere. I don't want to reinvent the wheel or anything. I just wanted to make a wheel that could sound beautiful or rip faces off. So, uh, I've always maintained that the best drive pedal is the kind that takes you to the store to get P90s and a real amp. Uh, I guess I just wanted to make one that made me eat my words. Yeah, it started way simpler. Like I wanted to do something that'd be easy to build, and I've always kind of thought less is more, so I wanted to get into just a simple op amp overdrive, and I learned along the way that I fucking hate the sounds of op amps distorting. I didn't want to use diodes because I've always hated diodes, but the more I started playing with them and tweaking it, I realized I just hate the way diodes are usually implemented. So I did some cool things to like soften it a bit and kind of tune it the way I liked. And it turned out better than I had anticipated. I started off as a simple project and it just kept growing because I found cool sounds along the way and was like, oh man, I need to add a stage here or there. And yeah, just one setback after another. And now it's February and we're releasing it finally. But yeah, I think it was worth it. I learned a lot, and it turned out way cooler than the first iteration. You'll find your standard features on there. You got volume and tone and gain. The tone is it's a pretty usable treble roll off. Gain, like I said, goes from really low, like always on, kind of just EQ enhanced beautifier thing I was going for, and then all the way up, it just gets it gets a lot gainier than most overdrives.
What's the plus for?
More drive. I always have different answers when people ask, but one, I really like the name, and I've been accused of making a distortion pedal and not an overdrive pedal, and distortion pluses take it. So no, like I said, it's very much an overdrive pedal, but it does get really gainy. The initial idea with the plus, honestly, was the boost circuit. So it's not a clean boost by any means. It's a dirty boost. It adds a ton of second harmonic distortion and gain. So even if you're at the lowest setting and you hit that, like you're gonna be in dirty territory now. And then you can hear it all the way along the way though. Like you go up to high gain settings on here and you hit that boost and it just takes it up, up another notch. So you're in like, screeching lead territory. It makes a lot of cool fucking sounds. Yeah, I think as far as the boost goes, I think most people will prefer the raw mode just because it's more of a full boost. But personally, I basically made the whole thing for the strangle mode, and I threw raw in there because I knew everyone would want it. But I hang around in the strangle mode. I usually hang around like, gain at like 9 o'clock, and then if I want more gain, I hit the boost in strangle mode, and it does this really cool like cocteau kind of honky tone, but in a really fucking cool way. I think most drives on the market have way too little gain. You're not overdriving anything really. It's just kind of driving at that point, you know. So I wanted something that can go from, you know, at the lowest settings where you would typically have an overdrive, and then all the way up into, you know me, I'm a fuzz head at heart, so you could get into fuzzy, crazy, distorted stuff, and then especially with the boost, like it really just kind of takes it over the edge. Yeah, you know, ultimately, I just made this whole thing for me because I wanted an overdrive, you know, gain pedal that I liked and that gave me different tones than just boosting an amp louder. So months of R&D and a lot of trial and error and a lot of different iterations, I landed on a pedal that I really love. So I made it for me and I like it, and hopefully everyone else does too.
This will be the thumbnail.
Yeah, you'll just grab a few. I'm sure you can find one. Yeah, what do people do now? The weird faces, like,
Yeah, like
yeah. Which one do I like?